Good day, I'm Kimberly Sciatzy Atabay, a second year BS Biology student under Mr. Johnny Bolongaita's Ethics Subject Section C3. So before answering the question, am I an ethical person, I will first elaborate what is ethics. Ethics refers to a code of moral principles that individuals or organizations live by. It is a set of guiding principles that helps individuals or groups decide what is right and what is wrong in their action. Despite of the fact that there are many ways to be ethical, sometimes what we see as right may actually be wrong, and what we perceive as wrong may actually be right. We all have emotions that can occasionally obscure our judgment, so we often compromise and mix up what is right and what is wrong. A large percentage of people have a personal ethics that they follow to varying degrees. Morals are things that are right or wrong according to our personal belief system. A major issue for today's society is how to deal with conflicting ethical views. That's why laws have been created to codify and enforce strict ethical guidelines in society. So to answer the question, am I an ethical person, I must first state that I am in agreement with Kant's definition of ethics. Duty is defined as the obligation to act from reverence, respect for, and obedience to the moral law. The definition fits well with my own understanding of ethics for the reason that it exemplifies how I choose and do what is right in accordance with what is right for all people, regardless of race or religion. Immanuel Kant asserted that a person should act not out of self-interest, but for the sake of duty. Kant believed that ethics are not inherent in a specific act. Instead, they can be studied as the doctrine of duty. Kant further specified that duty must be performed without the hope of reward or fear of punishment. This theory is the one that I personally follow because of the reason that I feel it will benefit all people and not just a chosen few. In my opinion, this is important in yes or no questions that I ask if I am an ethical person, because it requires me to be open and honest with myself about the way I choose and do things. I admit that I violate the law and ethical principles from time to time. So am I still an ethical person? Yes, I still am. Like what I have said, not all the time. It is because of some situation that puts me in a real dilemma. However, I do not always break the law or the principles. There are times when circumstances force me to break rules if doing so will prevent harm to others. I am like everyone else. We all make mistakes because we do not always follow all of society's rules. Despite my best efforts, I sometimes fail to perform my best because circumstances cause me to act unethically. In regards to education, I try to be as understanding as possible with myself and make changes to my action. I try to adhere to a strong moral code so I do not let my emotions or circumstance direct my actions toward an ethical act or outcomes. I hold myself accountable for my actions and the consequences they create. Mistakes are made in my behavior every day. In light of this fact, I do not rule out the possibility that in a split second, in the heat of an emergency that requires immediate action, beneficial to saving lives or preserving property and other form of gross negligence, despite the best efforts of all parties involved, mistakes can be made by us all. This is not just an American reasoning. This is based on the logic from Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, as well as from many other theories. In light of all the above, I have deemed myself an ethical person, and I work hard to be so every day.